Scene script. Have you ever wondered how much more you could be if you pushed past your fears? Fear, it's a small word, isn't it? Just 4 letters. But the impact it has on our lives is colossal. It's like a colossal beast that lurks in the shadows of our minds, preying on our dreams, our potential, our true selves. Fear is a cage that confines us, a barrier that prevents us from becoming who we truly are. Imagine a beautiful bird, one with vibrant colors, a breathtaking wingspan, and a song that could enchant the world. Now imagine that bird in a cage. That's what fear does to us. It cages our potential, it stifles our song, dims our colors, and clips our wings. But have you ever wondered why we fear? Fear is not just an emotional response, it's a survival mechanism that has been ingrained in us since the dawn of mankind. It's our brain's way of protecting us from potential harm. But while this was useful when our ancestors had to face wild beasts and hostile environments, it's not always beneficial in our modern world. In fact, fear often holds us back more than it protects us. It keeps us from taking risks, from stepping out of our comfort zones, from exploring new horizons. It shapes our identity, not based on who we truly are or what we could become, but on what we are afraid of. But what if we could break through this fear barrier? What if we could overcome our fears and unlock our true potential? What if we could free the bird and let it soar? Well, the good news is we can, and the key to unlocking this cage is not some magical artifact or secret formula, it's something we all have within us. It's the power of courage, the strength to confront our fears, to challenge them, to overcome them. The power to become who you truly are lies in overcoming these fears. So, are you ready to face your fears, break the barriers, and become the person you were always meant to be? Because the journey to self-discovery and self-improvement starts right here, right now. Now, consider the stories of those who dared to overcome their fears. Imagine a young woman named Sarah, with a heart full of dreams but held back by a paralyzing fear of public speaking. The mere thought of standing in front of a crowd would make her heart race and palms sweat. But she had a vision to inspire change and challenge societal norms. She knew she had to conquer this fear. She started small, speaking at local community meetings, stumbling, stuttering, but persisting. She would practice in front of the mirror, record herself, and watch the videos, noting where she needed to improve. She joined a public speaking group where she was surrounded by supportive individuals who were on a similar journey. Sarah faced her fear head-on. She didn't let it dictate her dreams. As time passed, her confidence grew. She began to command the stage with grace and power. She turned her fear into her strength. It was a grueling journey, filled with self-doubt, but she never gave up. Fast forward to today, Sarah is a renowned motivational speaker, inspiring thousands with her words and courage. Her fear of public speaking? It's a thing of the past. Sarah's fear was a towering wall, but she didn't let it stop her. She broke through it brick by brick with sheer determination and resilience. And then there's James, a man who feared failure so much that he never dared to venture beyond his comfort zone. But he yearned for more. He yearned for success. So he decided to face his fear. He took risks, experienced failures, but each time he dusted himself off and tried again. Today, James is a successful entrepreneur. His fear of failure is but a distant memory, a reminder of his transformative journey. Their journey was not easy, but they pushed through, proving that fear is just a state of mind. These real-life stories are a testament to the power of courage and determination. They show us that with persistence and a strong will, we can break through our fears and uncover our true potential. The stories of courage don't end there. There's an abundance of them, each one as inspiring as the last. Let's dive into another tale of bravery, a tale of an individual who decided to break through the fear barrier. Imagine a young woman, let's call her Kate. Kate had a lifelong dream of becoming a mountain climber, but there was just one hitch. She was petrified of heights. The thought of ascending a few flights of stairs would set her heart racing. Yet, the allure of the mountains, the call of the wild, was too strong to ignore. Kate could have chosen to continue living in the safe confines of her fear. But instead, she decided to confront it head-on. She underwent rigorous training, both physically and mentally, preparing herself to scale the heights she had always dreamt of. It was a challenging journey, filled with moments of self-doubt and anxiety, but Kate remained steadfast. The day finally arrived when she stood at the base of her first mountain. As she looked up, her heart pounded with fear, but also with anticipation. With each step she took, she felt her fear diminishing, replaced by a sense of accomplishment and liberation. Kate's story is not just about climbing mountains. It's about the emotional transformation she underwent. She started as a person terrified of heights, but she ended up a mountain climber. The fear didn't disappear overnight. It was a constant companion, but she chose not to let it dictate her actions. Kate's story is a vivid reminder that fear is not a dead end. It's a signpost, pointing us towards what we need to overcome to grow. It's an indicator of the walls we've built around ourselves and the ones we need to tear down. They too, like the rest of us, had fears, but they chose not to let their fears define them. So, how did they do it? How did they overcome their fears? It's a question that echoes in the chambers of our minds, reverberating with curiosity and a yearning for understanding. The stories we've shared are not just tales of courage, but blueprints of transformation. And within these blueprints there are common elements that have been instrumental in overcoming fear. Firstly, acknowledging fear. It's like spotting the elephant in the room. It's big, it's unsettling, and it's hard to ignore. Yet we often try to do just that. We attempt to sweep it under the rug, to put on a brave face. But in reality, the first step towards conquering fear is to recognize its existence. It's to look it in the eye and say, "I see you, I acknowledge you, and I will not let you control me." Then comes seeking help. It's easy to feel that we're alone in our fears, that no one else could possibly understand. But the truth is, fear is a universal experience. By reaching out to others, be it friends, family, mentors, or even professionals, we can gain perspective, advice, and the much-needed support to confront our fears. This leads us to taking small steps. The journey of overcoming fear isn't about making one giant leap, but about taking consistent, incremental steps forward. It's about setting manageable goals, and then, little by little, pushing our boundaries, expanding our comfort zones, and gradually shifting the balance of power from fear to courage. And lastly, celebrating victories. Every step taken, no matter how small, is a victory. It's a testament to our resilience, our courage, and our determination. By celebrating these victories, we reinforce our belief in ourselves and our ability to overcome fear. Remember, the journey of overcoming fear is not a sprint, but a marathon. It's a path that requires patience, persistence, and a whole lot of courage. But with each step forward, we get closer to becoming who we are afraid to be. We get closer to embracing our true potential and living life on our own terms. Now that you've heard these stories, what's stopping you from starting your own journey of transformation? Yes, it's fear, that age-old foe. But remember, fear is not a stop sign, it's a starting point. It's an indication that there's something significant, something worthwhile on the other side. And it's time to confront it, to dance with it. Think about it. Who would you be if you weren't afraid? A writer penning down riveting stories, a painter creating mesmerizing art, an entrepreneur building an empire, or just a happier version of yourself, perhaps? That's the person you're meant to be, the person you can be if you choose to step beyond your fear. You see, the journey towards becoming who you truly are starts with a single step, a step towards understanding and acknowledging your fears. It's about looking fear in the eye and saying, "I see you, I acknowledge you, but you will not hold me back." It's about taking that plunge, taking that risk, and embracing the uncertainty that comes with it. But remember, you are not alone on this journey. Everyone, from the most successful individuals to those just starting out, grapple with fear. It's a common thread that binds us all. So, take solace in the fact that you are not the only one confronting your fears. You're part of a larger community of brave souls who are choosing to break free from the shackles of fear. So, here's the call to action. Start your journey today. Embrace the fear, harness it, and channel it into becoming the best version of yourself. After all, the only thing standing between you and your dreams is the fear of pursuing them. If you found value in this video, show your support by liking, sharing, and subscribing to our channel. Let's overcome fear together, one step at a time.